Hey, what's going on? Okay, today I'm going to be talking about my long distance relationship experience. So, back when Kik was like the thing, there was, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like Tinder for Kik. Swipe left, swipe right, you get the deal. So there was this one guy, I thought he was so cute. Now me, I like guys with big eyes, so I was like, yes boo. Wait, the other way, my bad. Anyway, I swiped right on him, we matched, and he sent a message. We started talking, it was really good conversation, and I want to say about a week into us talking, he was like,
well, here's my number, you can call me anytime.
So I'm like, okay. Me being as shy as I was, I called him, but I was so nervous that as soon as he picked up the phone, I hung up. So he calls me back like 2 seconds later and he's like,
why'd you hang up? I'm willing to talk to you, it's like whatever.
And I was like, I don't know, I was just really nervous, whatever. So we get to talking, we have like this 3-hour conversation. Mind you, this is our first time on the phone. And something about him, like we just clicked. I don't know. I really liked him. He was really sweet. Now, I don't know so much if that's really his personality. Yeah. So, months go by, we're dating, and me having my Christian background, he grew up Baptist, and we kind of had the same views on faith and our relationship with God. So we were kind of using that to like guide the relationship in a way. But a couple little issues started. So my mom felt that there was something about him she didn't particularly like. And usually when she feels that way, there's a reason why 9 times out of 10 the guy ends up being scum. But this time I was like, no, Mom, he's really sweet. You know, he loves God just as much as I do. He really loves me. A couple weeks after that, he actually proposed to me over the phone.
Yeah, I already know. Red flag number 1.
Never gave me the ring, by the way. Never got it. So he proposed to me. Of course, I said yes because I was like in love with this dude. This was gonna be the one. And we started planning our wedding.
I mean, like, we started planning the wedding, the house we were gonna buy, how many kids we were gonna have. We had names picked out for the kids. Mind you, I've never even physically seen this guy. I've like video chatted with him, but I've never physically like face-to-face met him. Not once. Okay.
So he starts making plans to come to where I live. And long story short, out of the 1.5 years that we were together, it never happened. Because he was adopted, I guess, he was getting some kind of money every month. So he had like a fair amount of money. He could have made it like anytime he wanted to. I guess he just didn't really want to. So Valentine's Day comes around and we're on the phone one day and he says that he bought me a present and that he was gonna plan a trip to come to CT, spend the weekend together. He was gonna give me my gift and everything. And of course,
that never happened.
He plans this whole elaborate trip. And I'm telling my friends, my god sisters about it. We're all like, yeah, we're gonna plan like a little welcome party, you know, have all of us hang out together. We're gonna get drinks, food, all that good stuff.
all of that for nothing. So months go by and I'm still asking him, so where's my teddy bear? When am I gonna get it? He said he was gonna mail it to me. Then he was like, no, I can't mail it to you. Number one, it's too big, and number two, that doesn't seem right. Like, I would rather just physically come and give it to you. So I'm like, all right, we gotta plan a weekend. And he's like, he used to be the head of some gang in Maryland. Okay. He used to so-called call the shots. So he said that he still has connects and that if he calls, they could get him a car and drive him where he needs to go, like an emergency getaway or whatever. So I'm like, cool. I don't condone the whole gang situation. No, gang signs down. None of that.
In my mind, I'm like, okay, this is a chance to see my man. I see his face on the phone every other day, but I really want to see him face to face, get the feels.
So the weekend he was supposed to come, something came up with his best friend. He was supposed to come with him, by the way. They never came. Of course, I was upset, obviously. But yeah, so after that, he had ended up signing up for Job Corps, which we found out that there was one either in or close to CT. So he was supposed to come to that one, obviously. You get the gist. So I don't know what happened in that translation, but somehow he ended up signed up in Washington.
'Cause that's close to me, right? Whatever.
Anyway, so he says,
well, I'm kind of close to CT. I wish you could get a ticket out here so that we could spend some time together on campus.
He starts saying that he's worried about my safety. He said he knows some people in Connecticut.
I wonder how true that is.
And he was gonna have them follow me everywhere I went. My question is, how do you know when I'm leaving my house if I don't tell you? And when I asked him, like, what does the car look like? What do these people look like? Just so I know that it's not some other random person following me, he refused to tell me.
Tell me how that makes sense. You're hiring someone to follow your girlfriend, but when she asks you what they look like, oh, don't worry about it, that you don't need to know that. How does that make any sense? So now if someone else, rando, were to be following me, I would just assume, oh, it's okay. It's the people that my babe have following me. No, because that could be like some creep trying to like kidnap me. How am I supposed to know? Tell me that.
So my mom's like, why is he having somebody following you? That's creepy. To be honest, it kind of is though. But, he was being controlling.
Red flag number 2.
I'm pretty sure there's like a whole bunch more red flags in there, but y'all let me know which ones they are. But yeah, so we get to about a year that we've been together, and I'm starting to plan a trip to go to Maryland for Christmas. My mom's like not really okay with it. I think I started to book the ticket to take a bus to Maryland, and we were supposed to spend it with his adoptive mother.
Which, okay, here's a situation that I still don't understand. How do you have an adoptive mother, but you have foster parents? If y'all can understand that one, please explain to me how that works and how that makes sense. Because I thought once someone adopted you, that was it. Like, those are your parents. So, somebody explain that to me. Because I don't understand that. But okay.
So, we were supposed to spend it with his adoptive mother. And I've spoken to her plenty of times. She seemed like the sweetest woman in the world. Like, she was so happy I was coming. She was happy that I was making her son happy. That, we were going to give her some grandkids. We were getting married, blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. She was excited. And I'm like, I love her already. Who thought you could have a mother-in-law that you would actually like? So I'm like, oh my God, Lord, thank you for this perfect mother-in-law situation. Like, she's gonna love me the entire time. She's not gonna be one of those,
I hate you, but I love your kids. Like, I don't want one of those. I want you to love both of us. Because my kids came from me. Thank you. Thank you. But anyway.
So yeah, I was like all excited. Like, I'm about to go to Maryland. First of all, I barely get out of Connecticut as it is. I'm about to go to a whole nother state that my mom's been to because of the Air Force.
She says, oh, it's so beautiful out there. You gotta see it one day. Here's my chance. I was planning out where I was supposed to get off the bus at. They were supposed to come pick me up. I was supposed to stay for like a week.
But of course, that didn't happen because we ended up getting into an argument and he kind of went MIA on me. Now, the situation that pushed my mom to the edge was that Super Bowl Sunday. I can't remember which Super Bowl it was. It was a while ago. We were watching the Super Bowl, spending mother-daughter time together, as we always do. But he calls me, and I text him back, and I'm like, I can't talk right now. Spending time with my mom. He proceeds to blow up my phone. He called me at least 8 times. The 8th time he called me, I picked up the phone and I went in my room to have a conversation with him.
What is going on? Why are you calling me? Why are you blowing up my phone? I told you I'm trying to spend time with my mother. Like, move on.
So he tells me that his foster parents and him got into this really big fight and that they kicked him out. It's in the middle of the night. And he's trying to figure out what to do, where he's supposed to go, because the situation that happened with his adoptive mother, he can't stay there all the time. Which, again, I really don't understand. But anyway, so we get into this argument because I'm like, you keep butting into me and my mother's mother-daughter time. Like, I know that we live together. I know that we spend pretty much every day together. But mother-daughter time is mother-daughter time. Like, stop trying to butt in on that. Even if we was married, like, I still need my mother-daughter time. He didn't seem to understand that. He didn't care that I was trying to have my time. Basically, like friendships, he wanted me to be there for him when it was convenient for him. But as soon as I needed him, this dude didn't want to pick up his phone. I had to call him like 6 times for him to answer his phone. And again, mind you,
this dude had no job.
Here's my thing. If you don't have a job, why are you not answering your phone? You have no obligations to keep you from your phone. And I'm not calling for no reason. Obviously, I'm calling you because I need your help with something. I'm calling you because I really need your opinion because it's like serious. Or I could be calling to bother you because I'm just bored. But still, like, why are you not answering your phone? You're at home every day. And for me, red flag number 3. But I kept going though. So my mom had a conversation with my pastor, and this was after I talked to him, and he said that he wanted to talk to the boyfriend myself. I don't know why I said the boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time. Whatever. So he told me to tell him to call him at whatever time it was. And I told him, my pastor wants to talk to you. Just call him at this time, blah, blah, blah. And he did. My pastor said he had a nice conversation with him, that he seems like a nice kid. He knows what he wants, which I guess is a good trait. But from what my mother said, he told my mom to keep her reserves about him because he feels the same way. Basically, he feels that there's something off about him as well. Come to find out, they were all right, but whatever. So my mom starts getting worried because I'm over here planning to move to Maryland. We're gonna get a house, live together, have kids, have this whole happy family. And she's like, I don't want you going there. You know, you really need to stop talking to this guy. It's something about him. He seems really controlling. Like, he's trying to take you so far from your family that should something happen, we can't get to you. Also, he can control you and abuse you. And I'm like, nah, Mom, I think you're wrong about that. We started getting into arguments, and we were like, not really clicking at that time. So I'm telling my boyfriend, we'll call him George, about how my mom feels, why she feels the way she feels. And he's like,
no, I don't think that's a good thing that she's saying that.
Then he proceeds to say that my mother is possessed. That's red flag number 4. But again, I kept going. Every time me and my mother got into an argument about him, mind you, he proceeds to say that my mother is possessed. I really need to work on moving out. I need to get my own place. We need to hurry up and get married so that he can take me away from that, because my mother got a demon on her. She's possessed. It's Satan that's making her say that stuff. And then he goes to start saying that my pastor ain't a real pastor, that he's possessed. Listen, I've been at this church since I was 2 months old. I've received the Holy Ghost there. If y'all don't really believe in that, you know, that's your forte. If you do, props to you. But he's been basically my spiritual guidance ever since about like 10 years old. So, my thing is, how dare you call my pastor possessed? But he didn't seem to see anything wrong with that. But whatever. And it's all because of the fact that they feel something is off about him. And that they don't feel that I need to be with a person like that. Which, after all this time, I understand why. So, yeah. I'm starting to get fed up with him talking about people that have literally watched me grow up, because my pastors know me since I was 2 months old. I'm like,
yo, dude, you need to stop talking about my mom like that. George, please, like, cut it out. You need to stop.
And he's like starting to get upset with me because I'm calling him out on disrespecting my mother. And he's like,
oh, well, I think Satan done got to you too. I don't know how this relationship is gonna work if you don't believe in it.
And all this time, he's supposed to get some settlement from this lawsuit. And they supposedly told him that he was supposed to get $4 billion. So he's like,
oh, well, you can't leave me, you know, I'm not gonna get this money because God said that in order for me to get the money, we gotta be together.
Trying to manipulate me to stay with him. And me being stupid, I did. Eventually, I started seeing through his bull. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. He kept disrespecting my mother. At some point, he started disrespecting me. He called me stupid at one point. And then when we would be on the phone, we would argue, like, no lie, every single day. It was always about something stupid, but we were arguing. I mean, like, screaming at him on the phone. And then he started to hang up in my face. I'm the type of person that if I feel some type of way, I'm gonna explain to you why I feel that way, why I said what I said, so that you understand how I feel. He never gave me a chance to explain to him how I feel. But if he felt some way about something, he wanted me to sit there and listen to him ramble on about how he feels. That's type controlling. So I finally broke off with him. And I was like, we can just be friends. Now, I have no romantic feelings for him at that point. So him dating another person, I didn't really care. So he starts talking about this girl that he started dating that was going to Job Corps. And mind you, back when he first started going there, they had a Halloween party. And he went to it with his roommates. And this is the same girl that he was like, oh, that's like my adoptive daughter, you know, I'm just helping her with her relationship problems, because every time I called him, he wouldn't pick up. And then I'd be like,
can you answer? Like, I'm on my way home from work. I need to talk to somebody because my mom is at work. I obviously can't talk to her.
And he's like, oh, I'm busy. I can't talk right now. So he starts dating this girl. And this is what pissed me off. He takes her to a hotel room to make it official with her and make her his girlfriend. We've been together for a year and a half. You never get to Connecticut, but you can go to a hotel room with this chick and make it official. So what makes it worse is I reached out to him because I had just lost one of my grandmothers and I was upset, I was distraught, I was crying, whatever. Us being friends, I'm like, okay, this is one person that's supposed to be there for me. So I reached out to him. He ignored my phone call, and then I get an email from his girlfriend. I wish I still had that email to this day, but basically, she started talking about how I need to stop reaching out to her man. I don't need to speak to him, and that if I need help with something or I need some prayer, that they will pray for me together. I don't need to contact him. First of all, who gave him the right to give her my email address? I don't know you. Thank God it wasn't my phone number, but still. Second of all, I wasn't trying to get back with him, so why are you being so protective? And I said that too. I answered back and I was like,
first of all, I'm not trying to get back with your man. We're just friends. Second of all, like, you sound like you had, like, trust issues or something, or relationship issues. Like, she's trying to make sure everybody know that that's her man, that can't nobody have her man. Ridiculous.
But anyway, so she's like,
that's not even the case. I'm confident in my relationship with him, and you're the one who lost him. I'm the one who gained him, and I'm just saying you need to stop contacting him because you're no longer in a relationship with him.
like, chick, I just said I don't want him. Why are you still talking about that? So I'm like, at this point, I can't continue talking to this dude. So I cut this dude off. I really don't know what happened. I'm just looking like, God, why me? This was finally somebody who actually wanted to marry me. And he ends up being a manipulative, controlling, disrespectful wolf in sheep's clothing. It's real sad. I actually contacted him just to see if he got that lump sum he was supposed to get. He's still broke. That's funny to me. And then he tried to get me to work it out with him, like he wanted me back, because this girl broke up with him. I wonder why. So that's my story. Don't get in a long distance relationship unless y'all was together at first. You know everything about him. And then he had to go somewhere for work or whatever. Don't meet somebody online. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.